Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss 11 physics lesson number 7, thermal properties of matter, numericals part 2. If you have not watched first part, the link is given in the description box. Let us start with the next section. In a random temperature scale X, water boils at 200 degree X and freezes at 20 degree X. Find the boiling point of a liquid in this scale if it boils at 62 degrees Celsius. So here the temperature scale is in X. Okay, boiling point of water in X scale is 200 and freezing point is 20 degree X. Now, the boiling point of liquid in degrees Celsius is 62. Corresponding value in X degree scale we want to find out. We know that in degrees Celsius, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. This 100 degrees Celsius is corresponding to 200 degree X in X scale. And freezing point of water, that is 0 degrees Celsius, it is corresponding to 20 degree X. 62 degrees Celsius will be corresponding to what degree in X scale that we want to find out. Okay, in X scale. Here we have to equate the coefficient of temperature in degrees Celsius with the X scale. That is, we know that 0 to 100 degrees Celsius, number of division is 100. 100 minus 0 is 100. And in 20 to 200 division scale, that is X degree scale, number of divisions between 20 to 200 is 180. 200 minus 20, that is 180 divisions are there. Okay. Now, here in degrees Celsius, 62 degrees Celsius should be corresponding to what value in X degree scale that we want to find out. So degree scale, T degrees Celsius minus 0 degrees Celsius upon number of division is 100 will be equal to T degree X minus 0 degrees Celsius is corresponding to 20. 20 upon 180. Okay. We want to find out the value of T in X degree. That is, Tx is equal to T degrees Celsius is 62. 62 minus 0 is 62. 62 into 180 cross multiplied. Okay. Upon 100. Now minus 20 when we are taking to the other side will become plus 20. Okay. Now 0, 0 cancelled. 62 into 18 divided by 100. We will get 111.6 plus 20 will come. Plus 20 if you are doing, we will get 131.6. That is T degree in temperature in X degree scale is 131.6 degree X. This is corresponding to 62 degree Celsius. I hope you all understood the solution. Let us solve the next question. A gas at 900 degrees Celsius is cooled until both its pressure and volume are halved. Calculate its final temperature. Gas at 900 degrees Celsius. So let the temperature be T1 is equal to 900 degrees Celsius. This is given in degrees Celsius. To convert it into Kelvin, plus 273.15. That is equal to 1173.15 Kelvin. We have converted into Kelvin scale. Now, here it is given pressure and volume are half, means half of the initial value. That is V2 is equal to V1 upon 2 and P2 is equal to P1 upon 2. We want to find out the temperature. To find temperature T2, we know that the ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT. Here we are considering N as 1. So we will get PV is equal to RT, or PV upon T is equal to R will come. Okay, where R is the ideal gas constant. Okay. So from this equation, we can write P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to R. P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to R. And P2 V2 upon T2 is equal to R. Okay, RHS of the equation is same. So we can equate it. So we can use this formula here. That is P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2. We want to find out T2. Therefore, T2 is equal to, on cross multiplying, P2 V2 upon P1 V1. Then T1 will go in the numerator. Okay. Now, on substituting the values, T2 is equal to P2 is P1 upon 2. That is P1 upon 2 will go in the denominator 2 into V2 is V1 upon 2. Okay. Your denominator में already one P1 V1 is there. Okay, this P1 V1 will get cancelled. We will get T upon 4. Okay, T1 upon 4. That is T1 we know 1173.15 divided by 4. On dividing this, we will get T2 is equal to 293.29 Kelvin. This is the value of T2. I hope you all understood the solution. Let us solve the next question. An aluminum rod and an iron rod show 1.5 meter difference in their length. Okay, that is difference in length of aluminum and iron rod is 1.5 meter. Okay, now what are their length at 0 degrees Celsius if the coefficient of linear expansion of aluminum and iron is given? That is linear expansion of aluminum is 24.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 and iron is 11.9 into 10 raised to minus 6 per degree Celsius. Okay. We know that the formula for linear coefficient of expansion is alpha is equal to LT minus L0. 0 means length at 0 degrees Celsius and LT is the length at T degrees Celsius. And L0 into T minus T0. On rearranging, we will get LT is equal to L0 into 1 plus alpha T. Okay, this is a formula we have to use here. So for aluminum, we can write LT of aluminum length at T degrees Celsius is L0 aluminum into 1 plus alpha A into T. Okay, let it be equation number 1. And for iron, we can write iron is L0I into 1 plus alpha I into T. Okay, let it be equation number 2. On subtracting equation number 1 from 2, that is 2 minus 1, we will get LTI minus LTA is equal to L0 into 1, L0, then on opening the bracket, okay, L0 alpha I t will come here. So first term will be L0 I minus L0 A plus L0 I alpha I minus L0 A alpha A, T is common, into T. Difference in length of aluminum and iron rod is given 1.5 at any temperature. Okay, so 1.5 is equal to 1.5 plus L0 I alpha I minus L0 A alpha A into T will come. 1.5 will get a cancel. Okay, or we will get a 0 is equal to L0 I alpha I minus L0 A alpha A into T. On taking T to the other side, 0 by T will become 0. So we will get L0 I alpha I minus L0 A alpha A is equal to 0. Okay, or L0 I is equal to, take a minus L0 A alpha A to the other side will become plus L0 A alpha A upon alpha I will come. These values is given. On substituting these values, we will get L0 I is equal to L0 A into alpha A is 24.5. 24.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 11.9 into 10 raised to minus 6. Minus 6, 10 raised to minus 6 will get cancelled. 24.5, that is 245 upon 190. On solving, we will get 35 upon 17 L0A. Okay, and we know L0 I minus L0 A is equal to 1.5. On substituting this value, L0 I is 35 upon 17 L0 A minus L0 A is equal to 1.5. So L0 A we can take common, that is 35 upon 17 minus 1 is equal to 1.5. Or here we can take LCM. 35 minus 17 upon 17. 35 minus 17 is 18. 18 upon 17. Therefore, L0A is equal to 1.5. 18 upon 17 on cross multiplying, we will get 1.5 into 17 upon 18. Okay. 1.5 into 17 upon 18 on solving, we will get 1.41666 recurring. So we can approximate it, that is 1.417. This is the value of L0. Now, this is on substituting here. L0I minus L0A is equal to 1.5. In that we are substituting, we'll get 1.417 is equal to 1.5. Or L0I is equal to 1.5 plus 1.417. Okay. That is equal to, on substituting this is 7, 1, 4 plus 5, 9.2, that is 2.917. So we got L0I is equal to 2.917. Okay, this is the answer of L0A and L0I, that is length of aluminium and iron at 0 degree Celsius. I hope you all understood the solution. Let us solve the next question. Next question is, what is the specific heat of a metal if 50 calorie of heat is needed to raise 6 kilogram of the metal from 20 degrees Celsius to 62 degrees Celsius? We want to find out specific heat. Okay. 50 calorie of heat, that is Q is given. Q is equal to 50 calorie. Okay. Mass is given 6 kg. Mass M is equal to 6 kg. Temperature from 20 to 62. Therefore, delta T is equal to higher temperature minus lower temperature. That is 62 minus 20 is equal to 42 degree Celsius. Okay. We want to find out specific heat. Specific heat to find S. Okay. Formula we know. Q is equal to ms delta T, or S is equal to Q upon M into delta T. On substituting, we will get the solution, that is, S is equal to Q upon, Q is 50, 50 upon M is 6 into delta T is 42. On solving this, we will get, we can cancel this with the 225 upon 3. Okay. Now 25 upon 3 into 42. On solving this, we will get 0.198 calorie per kilogram degree Celsius. This is the answer of specific heat of the metal. Let us solve the next question. The rate of flow of heat through a copper rod with a temperature difference of 30 degrees Celsius is 1500 calorie per second. Find the thermal resistance of copper. Rate of flow of heat. Rate of flow of heat is P conducted. Okay. Rate of flow of heat is given P, that is 1500 calorie per second. Temperature difference is given, that is T2 minus T1 is given, that is equal to 30 degree Celsius. We want to find out thermal resistance, that is RT. RT is the thermal resistance. We know that the formula for thermal resistance is RT is equal to T2 minus T1 upon rate of flow of heat, that is P conduct. Okay. Values are given. Substituting the values, temperature difference is 30 divided by 1500. 0, 0 cancelled. 3 ones are 3. 3 5s are 15. 1 upon 50 will come. 1 upon 50 is 0.02 degrees Celsius second per calorie. So this is the value of thermal resistance of copper rod. I hope you all understood the solution. Let us solve the next question. Question number 13. An electric kettle takes 20 minutes to heat at certain quantity of water from 0 degrees Celsius to its boiling point. Okay. So to reach the boiling point, it will take 20 minutes. Specific heat of water, that means the liquid is water. Okay, we know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So to convert from 0 to 100 degrees Celsius, it will take 20 minutes. Okay. Now, it requires 90 minutes to turn all the water at 100 degrees Celsius into steam. Find the latent heat of vaporization. Okay. So to convert from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, that is boiling point, to its boiling point, it will take 20 minutes. Okay. And to convert water into steam, it will take 90 minutes. We know that water will boil at 100 degrees Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius, the water will get converted to vapor, but the temperature will not change. Only phase will change. That means liquid will get converted to steam. Okay. Now here, the heat supplied by the kettle in 20 minutes. Let it be Q1. Heat supplied by the kettle in 20 minutes, that is Q1 is equal to, we know, M, temperature is changing, but the phase is not changing. So we have to use the formula ms delta T. Okay. Q is equal to ms delta T or mc delta T. Okay, if the phase is not changing, temperature is changing, then we have to use this formula. If the temperature is not changing, only the phase is changing, then we have to use ML formula, where L is the latent heat. If ice is converting to water, then latent heat of fusion. If water is converting to vapor, then L will be equal to latent heat of vaporization. So here, the heat supplied by the kettle in 20 minutes is Q1, that is equal to Ms into delta T. We don't know the mass. Okay, let it be M only. Specific heat of water is 1 degree Celsius. Okay, 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. So on substituting the value, we will get Q1 is equal to M into delta T is 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. 0 to 100 is difference, temperature difference. Delta T will come here. That is 100 minus 0, that is equal to 100. So M into 1 into 100 will come. That is, we got Q1 is equal to 100. Yeah, let it be equation number 1. Now, the amount of heat energy required to convert from water to steam. The formula is ML. Let it be Q2. Q2 is equal to M into L, latent heat of vaporization. Here, the kettle is being same. Its conduction rate will be the same. Conduction rate formula is Q by T. Okay, so since the kettle is same, the conduction rate will be same. So we can write Q1 upon T1 is equal to Q2 upon T2. Okay, conduction rate is same. That is why Q1 upon T1 is equal to Q2 upon T2. Okay. On substituting the value, Q1 is 100 upon T1. T1 is 20 degrees Celsius, that is 20 is equal to Q2 is M into LB, latent heat of vaporization, upon time taken is 90 minutes, that is 90. Okay, M will get a cancel. To find out LV, cross multiply. That is LV is equal to 100 into 90 upon 20. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5. 9 5s are 45. That is 450 calorie per gram. This is the answer of latent heat of vaporization. I hope you all understood. Let us solve the next question. Question number 14. Find the temperature difference between two sides of a plate 4 centimeter thick. Thickness of the plate is given. X is equal to 4 centimeter. That is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. When heat is transmitted through the plate at the rate of 400 kilocalorie per minute per square meter. So here it is given heat conducted, that is Q, per minute, that means time, per meter square, that is area. Q by T A is given, that is 400 kilocalorie per minute per square, minute per square. Okay, meter square. Now, this is in minute. To convert it into seconds, dividing by 60, we will get 400 upon 60 kilocalorie per second meter square. Okay. Now, thermal conductivity is given, that is K is equal to 0.026 kilocalorie per minute. Okay. Thermal conductivity of steel is given. We want to find out the temperature difference. To find T1 minus T2, we want to find out temperature difference. We know that the formula for conduction is Q is equal to Ka into T1 minus T2 into T upon X. We know that the rate of conduction is directly proportional to area, temperature difference, time, and thickness, or the separation between the two phases. Okay. Where K is a constant, that is thermal conductivity constant. To find out T1 minus T2 from this cross multiply, on cross multiplying we will get T1 minus T2 is equal to Q upon TA into X upon K. Okay. That is, on substituting the value, we know Q upon TA, we know 400 upon 60. 400 upon 60 into X by K. X is 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 upon thermal conductivity is 0.026. Okay. On substituting the values and solving, we will get 10.26 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature difference between the two sides of a steel plate. Now last question. A metal sphere cools from 80 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius in 6 minutes. How much time will it take to cool from 60 degree to 40 degrees Celsius? If the room temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, here we have to use rate of cooling. So here T1 is given 80 degrees Celsius. T2 is 60 degrees Celsius. T3 is 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. And T0, room temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, in 6 minutes. Okay. Time is given, that is T is equal to 6 minutes. T1 is 6 minutes. We want to find out the time taken in cooling, that is dT2. To find dT2. Okay, we know that the formula for rate of cooling is dT upon T is equal to C into T minus T0. Okay, so for first one we can write dT upon dt1 is equal to C into T1 minus T0. Substituting the values, we will get 80 minus 60 upon 80 minus 60 upon 6 is equal to C into T minus T0. That is 80 minus 30. That is 20 upon 6 is equal to C into 50, or C is equal to 20 upon 6 into 50 will come. 0, 0 cancelled. 2 upon 30, or 2 and 6 will get cancelled. 3, 1 upon 15 will come. That is 1 upon 15 minutes. Okay. Now dt upon dt at second one, that is C into T2 minus T0. On substituting the value, 60 minus 40 upon dt2 is equal to C value we know 1 upon 15 into 60 minus 30. That is dt2 is equal to 60 minus 40 is 20. 20 on cross multiplying into 15 upon 60 minus 30 is 30. Okay. 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. That is 10 minutes. dt2 is 10 minutes. I hope you all understood the solution. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and also share with your friends and classmates.